Renewed effort tonight to crack down on guns in Georgia and reduce gun-related death. With 6 weeks remaining in the legislative session, lawmakers on both sides of the aisle have prioritized gun control and crime. WSAV's Archisa Chaudhry is taking a closer look at what they're working on from our Georgia Capitol newsroom.
Democratic lawmakers filed 5 bills on gun safety to reduce accidental shootings and enforce stricter measures on who has access to guns.
I think the things that we have to worry about is gun control. What are we going to do about the many guns that are over in our community?
We don't require people to have their firearms locked, for example, when they're in their vehicles. If you have a gun in your home, we don't have any requirements for how you have to keep that gun locked so your toddlers can't get a hold of that gun. We don't have any regulations like that. It's just easier and easier and easier to get guns, and so it shouldn't be surprising that gun violence is on the rise.
State lawmakers say stricter background checks are needed to ensure guns are not in the wrong hands.
Gun violence, we don't want. I don't think anybody wants gun violence, not in Georgia, not around the country at all. I'm not for taking gun away from folks, but we want to make sure we don't have guns to the mentally disabled people coming out of jail for crime or, from domestic violence.
But some Republican lawmakers say the problem is not guns, but gangs, and stricter penalties to combat gangs will reduce violence.
What I hear from my constituents, they want to live in a safe community. And that should be our focus. We've got a gang bill this year we're working on. We already have the strongest gang bills in the country. We're going to improve them yet again. The overwhelming majority of violent crime is gang related. And so if you want to deal with violent crime, you have to begin there.
Some state lawmakers say gun violence in Georgia is a public health crisis, and these new slew of bills will hopefully help to prevent further harm. Archisa Chaudhry, WSAV News 3 on your side.
Just this year, Georgia's conceal and carry law went into effect, which means you don't need a permit to carry a handgun. Some lawmakers are concerned it's part of the problem, and they say it could cause more harm than good.